So what is Angular Material? Angular Material is a library of reusable and high-quality UI components that are built with Angular and TypeScript. These components are internationalized, so users with different languages can use them. They have a clean and simple API. They're well tested with unit and integration tests. They're customizable, they're very fast and have minimal performance overhead, and they are almost well documented. So let me show you a few examples of these components in action. If you head over to material.angular.io, you can see the homepage for Angular Material. Here under components, you can see we have various kinds of components. We have form controls like radio buttons, checkboxes, and so on. We have navigation components like toolbars, menus. We have layout components like lists, cards, grids. We've got buttons, indicators, and icons, pop-ups and modals, and data table. So let me show you a few of these in action. The first one I want to show you is under form controls. So here, let's go to this checkbox. So here on the examples tab, you can see these checkboxes and radio buttons in action. So these checkboxes have the same API as the native checkboxes we have used so far, but you can see they look very pretty. And they also have some nice animation. See that? So very nice. Now we can easily add these to our applications by using Angular Material. Let's take a look at another example. So back to the components page. This time I'm going to show you a modal. So under pop-ups and modals, let's take a look at the dialog. Once again, under the examples tab. So here we have a button, launch dialog. And when we click this, we get a dialog with a nice animation. One more time. See, it has a very nice animation. Now, a question that you might have is that we already have the concept of dialogues in Bootstrap. So why should we use this dialog in Angular Material? Well, Bootstrap and Angular Material, as you know, they are two different libraries built by different teams. Bootstrap was built a few years ago using plain old JavaScript, and it has nothing to do with Angular. So all that JavaScript code that we have in Bootstrap libraries, we cannot easily use them in our Angular applications. We need to create custom directives or custom components and do some magic in order to use those components. Angular Material, on the other hand, is built specifically for Angular applications. So we don't have to do anything magical. We can simply import a module and use Angular Material components just like how we use our custom components. Also, in terms of the aesthetics, Bootstrap has a different design language. All the Bootstrap components have a different look and feel. Whereas the Angular Material is based on the Material Design, which is a visual language developed by Google in 2014. This is the same language that you see in Google+, in Android, and many other applications. So to answer your question, you can use Bootstrap, you can use Angular Material, or you can use both. Angular Material is still new. It doesn't have all the components that we have in Bootstrap. So if you want to build an application with a complex user interface, chances are some of the components that you need may not currently be part of Angular Material. So then you might have to use Bootstrap. But as I told you before, because we cannot use Bootstrap JavaScript easily in our Angular applications, we have to use third-party components that are based on Bootstrap. And that means our application is going to have a lot of dependencies to libraries built by others. And these libraries can break at any time. So that's why I personally prefer Angular Material, because all these components are built with the same list of quality standards. They have a common API, they're well tested, and we can easily use them in our Angular applications. So enough theory. Next, we're going to install Angular Material in our project.